Good morning, Fiberifians. How are you going? I am sitting in the lounge at the airport. Um, I was trying not to get other people in so that they don't, I don't have to get permissions or anything like that. I wasn't sure if I'm going to get time to do a live stream or not today, but I got to the airport pretty early, so I thought we can have a few minutes. It won't be an hour and a half. It'll just be the stand, like just a little one. Good morning, good morning. Hey, how are you going, Stephanie and Jasha? How are you both? Um, so I was just saying I'm in the airport. I'm going to have to scoot in about 20 minutes, go and get my flight down to Melbourne. Um, I'm trying to, I was trying to acclimatise myself this morning because it's quite cold here in Brisbane, but I've heard that it's freezing in Melbourne. So I don't know if the clothes I've packed are warm enough. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. What time do I get in? I get in at around 1 o'clock, I think, 1-ish. So it's an 11 or 10:55 flight from here, about 2 hours. Hi Donna, good morning Kim, Tara, Knitting Gnomes, welcome to the chat. So flying from Brisbane, Queensland to Melbourne, Victoria in Australia for Vidcon Australia. Excuse me, our Gamer Widow says, I'm sure we can sort you with some knitwear. I brought some with me, so I'm going to be, I think I'll be okay. We'll see. So I've got, yesterday I was talking about how I wasn't sure what I was going to, sorry, I can't silence that because if I silence the phone, then you won't hear me either. I look like I'm ready to be freezing. Yeah, I've got a t-shirt on and a cowl and my jacket, so hopefully I'll be all right. At least just to get around to vehicles and what have you. So, but yeah, sorry, I didn't bring a tripod for my phone because I feel weird enough doing this in the lounge as it is. I didn't want to set gear up. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm just going to have a little drink. There we go. So yesterday in the Fiberific Fun Zone, I think it was, I was talking about craft to take on a plane, and I was tossing up which to take. So I brought the baby rug that I'm knitting because it's. Oh, hang on, I got to decline a call. That's just my husband who does not know better. So yeah, he should know better than to try and ring me at 10 o'clock on a Thursday. Hello, I'm just drinking apple juice. Waves should fly over. I'm not far from Tullamarine. Okay. Simone says the conference is Vidcon, which is a YouTubers conference for people who love watching YouTube, people who love creating for YouTube, and there's different sort of tiers. So I've got a creator pass, so I'll get to go in and do lots of sorts of workshops and what have you for making better content for you guys. Hi Cindy, how are you all? So I'm just sitting here trying not to, I can't help myself. I'm in a swivelly chair. I have to swivel. It's just what I do. So I'm trying not to talk too loudly as well. So I hope you guys can hear me okay. I thought it was some wine. No, it's a bit early for wine, Rebecca. It's what is it? It's like 9:30 in the morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. A bit early for me. Jaja looks forward to seeing me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm like giving myself a big old double chin here. Hang on. It's just because of how I'm sitting. Because I don't have a double chin. Yes, I do. There we go. That feels like less of a double chin. Totally still a double chin. Can't help it. If it's there, it's there. Game Widows is going to see me tomorrow. Yeah, so we're having a lunchtime meetup. So if you want to come, let me know. I've booked a table, but I can always make more room at the table. Wearing makeup. I'm just wearing a bit of powder and some eyeshadow. That's it. Nothing scary. Donna got her double pointers today, so that's excellent. Chill on the chin. Oh, thanks, Donna. Swiveling is the same as the baby rocking reflex. Hey, look, the second I hold someone's baby, I can't help but rock. It's weird. It's so weird. Even Abby, when Abby held her baby niece, she held her before me, So she was just sort of just picked up this baby. It's the first baby second baby Abby's ever held. The other one she was sort of just um, was like a 1 second thing, but this was ages. And as the baby started to grizzle, Abby just automatically started to rock. And I'm like, oh my God, she's only young. Take good notes at Vidcon. I'm so interested in hearing what all the workshops are about. Well, they're probably more like they're panels more than workshops, but I do try to take good notes. Tanya, I appreciate you sitting through a 4-minute ad. You guys, there is. Last week we were talking about Patreon and whether or not I should start a Patreon. And I did. I started one. It's patreon.com/Fiberific. And so if you guys don't want to sit through 4-minute ads, you could go and sponsor me on Patreon for like $1 a month or $2 a month. And that would be the equivalent of you sitting through like 300 ads. So I would be like, if you were a Patreon and I found out you were skipping ads, I'd be like, totally skip those ads for sure. You just want to know if I meet Steph's Idol. Oh my God, there's just about zero chance of me meeting Steph's Idol, and I feel really bad about that because I have no idea. Yay for Patreon. Thanks, Simone. I would certainly try to have fun at Vidcon. It is my ultimate goal. Last year I was terrified to go because I had just turned 40 and I was going to this event that's full of like 15-year-olds, and so I felt really out of place, and I didn't know anybody. I was going on my own, and so I just it was traumatic. It was nearly traumatic. And the last day I made friends and I went out for dinner with people, and it was fantastic, and we've all kept in contact all year. And so this year I'm going down to catch up with people who I know, so I'm really excited. I just saw, yes, I am in a business class lounge. I did the sneaky ticket upgrade that you can, I don't know if you can do it overseas. In Australia, sometimes the airlines will let you bid to upgrade, and I bid and I got it, so that was cool. Is it for Periscopers too? I think it's for anyone who creates video content for online. It is fairly well YouTube biased, but they talk about everything there. There's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's all sorts of stuff. So, sorry, my hand's getting tired. I'm missing what's coming out. Hi, Kim. Yeah, you for being a brave girl. Certainly trying. Alison, hey, how you going? So yeah, so we're just sort of sitting here, and I'm just keeping an eye on the time, you guys, just because, that's the other thing. The announcements in here are really, really loud, so you might get drowned. Well, I might get drowned. So it's very exciting, very excited to be coming down, and I'm spending tonight at a girlfriend's house, and then I will be moving over to the hotel tomorrow. So even for IG story presenters, absolutely, it's for everybody. Sorry, I got distracted fake researching. What were you fake researching, Kim? Please share photos from VidCon with us. If I remember, I'm terrible. I'm that terrible person who forgets to take photos. I would be the worst vlogger in the world. I would constantly forget to record things. But if I take any photos that are worth sharing, I will totally share them with you all. I'm getting some weird looks, let me tell you that right now. I feel really uncomfortable. But this is our time slot each week. I have to. And I wasn't 100% certain I'd be able to. It was really dependent on traffic. And I was really lucky that I had a really good run in the traffic today. So, because I park here, because I'm so far away from the airport, it actually works out cheaper for me to park at the airport for the week than it does for me to public transport it in, or Uber or taxi or whatever, which sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Like, why would it be, well, it's not necessarily cheaper to public transport it in, but considering it would take 2 hours for me to catch the trains out to my place, and then I'd still need to get picked up from the train station on the other end. It feels weird. It feels wrong that it should be cheaper to park in long-term parking than it is to catch the train. But anyway, that's how it is. Um, I do have my craft with me. Hang on, there's comments here. I missed them. Stephanie asked something, and I wasn't researching it. It wasn't even real. Did you make my scarf? Yes, I did. This is actually, there's a crochet tutorial over here on my channel somewhere called Dragon Scales Cowl. This is made out of 100% silk. I love it. It's so warm and so lovely. It's just nice to wear. So look up Dragon Scales Cowl. It's like a C2C sort of construction, but just using slightly different stitches. I'm glad I got to see you live because you were not able to stay on Steph's last night. That's right. I felt really bad about that, but yesterday was really trying to just get everything done, get all the orders out, all that sort of stuff. Kim, Simone's asking for my Patreon link. If you wouldn't mind throwing that in, that'd be great. Nothing better than getting off a plane and getting in your own car. Yeah, absolutely. Just walk over and just go and get it. What do you make on the plane? Well, funnily enough, you should ask. I've brought my sway shawl to make. I haven't worked on it for ages, so I brought it along to make, and I'm also got the baby blanket just in case I just need some mindless knitting. Yeah, and Kim's right. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, you guys. That would be great. And thank you for popping that link in, Kim. I appreciate it. So yeah, so I'm making my sway shawl in the 3 colours. I've posted the photo. I think it's actually my Facebook cover photo now because I really like the photo. I'm using it everywhere. So yeah, so I'm going to work on that or just the baby blanket, but you've just reminded me I have to download the pattern onto my phone before I board the plane because I'm just about to hit the decrease section, so I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do for that bit. I've just been doing the increase out for 2 balls and then I'm going to decrease down for 2 balls, so we'll see how that goes. The sway shawl is got a link there. Thank you, Kim. I think everybody should have a sway shawl. I actually packed my other sway shawl in my luggage, so it's also in my bag for me to zhuzh up my denim jacket when I'm out and about with some bright colour. So that also, because the silk will be lovely and warm mostly. Actually, I wear it at Bendigo a lot, but it might be nice to have some wool as well. Hi, Daigo. So yeah, so today we're just killing some time. Conveniently, Fiberific sells kits for the sway shawl. Yes, I do. Although I think I've got to put some more kits together. I've still got a couple more patterns, but I've just got to put some more kits together. So we'll get those all sorted. 3 balls of awesomeness in a printed pattern. It is for 85 Australian dollars. It's such good value, I reckon. Marion says it's going to be cold tomorrow. Marion, I've brought my jeans and runners and socks, and I've got a long sleeve shirt I can wear under my. I brought my hoodie as well, so I should be okay. I hope. I'm only going to be cold when I'm outside. I won't be cold inside, right? You guys heat your buildings down there. So yeah, so I'll be okay. I'm just keeping an eye on the time, guys. It's not because I don't love you all. It's because I have this terrible fear of missing my plane. I'm not afraid of flying. I'm afraid of missing the plane.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first final vehicle for those guests travelling on flight VA6072, time is scheduled 10:45 service. Boarding for the service has commenced at gate 44A.
There we go. That was how loud they are. Meeting rooms are always cold. They are actually, you're quite right. Although I have to say, at the convention centre last year, it was just so hot all the time. I didn't have a jumper on while I was in the building. Marion's going to bus it so she can have a drink. Go, Marion. Wine, beverages. Whoops. Hang on. I accidentally hit something. Cancel. Oh, I nearly stopped streaming, you guys. Whoops. Yeah, it's very loud. It's actually unbelievably loud, but it's good too because I hate it when you can't quite hear what the messages say, and then you're sort of like, was that mine? Were they calling my flight? So that's good. But yeah, it's it feels weird because normally now I'd be in total panic mode. Like I'd be like, right, my plane's going to leave in like 40 minutes. I need to stand at the gate because they're totally going to take off without me. So at least it's not old train cracker voice. Absolutely. What time is my flight today? It's at 10:55. So a.m. serious FOMO. Yeah, fear of missing my flight. What's that? That's fear of missing my flight. Foamy? Foamy. 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 But yeah, so the flight's only about 2 hours, so that's good. It's kind of weird because I fly down to Melbourne for 2 hours, but I drive to Melbourne, I drive to Bendigo, and it takes 2 days. There you go, Kim got it. Bomb. Have a fun and safe trip. Thanks so much, Tammy, I appreciate that. So I tried to pick a sort of an unpopulated corner of this lounge so that I wasn't bugging people, but it seems to have filled up a little bit, so I hope I'm not annoying anybody. Just trying to make sure no one else is in the shot so that I don't get upset. But yeah, I'm just trying to be calm. It's really what it's boiling down to. Be calm, Chantel. Don't freak out. You've checked in. They're not going to take off without you, without calling your name at least once. So, not that that's never happened. I've never actually missed a flight. I've never actually had my name called, which is great because I would die. Jaja was saying I might be going to the Fiberific in Raleigh in March. Oh my gosh, that'll be fun. Too early for bourbon? Yes, it is too early for bourbon. Well, too early. Jaja says for the first time she's very excited. Fiberific is such the best fun, Raleigh. Not Raleigh, what am I saying, Jaja? There is just so much to see and do. So just be prepared and have your hands free. Donna Davis is asking where I'm going. I'm going to Melbourne in Australia for Vidcon. As a convention for teaching people how to create videos and also make better content and learn some tips and tricks. So hopefully I learn some new stuff. Also got to catch up with some friends. So catching up with people is always good. Yeah, you're about to say they call your name if you're late. Yeah, I try not to be late. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So yeah, it's a bit panicky. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe over on Patreon, that would be really helpful. I would really appreciate that. And then I probably wouldn't be so like, oh my God, guys, please watch the ads. Especially if you're a Patreon member, I'd just be like, dude, skip it. Skip it now. There we go. Oh, I would get going soon then and be ready. Yeah. Keep your hands free and wear a backpack. Oh, see, I hate backpacks personally. They would tell you to do longer live streams twice a week. They will tell me to do longer live streams twice a week. Although I think our live streams are well long enough normally. Today's won't be because today's only about 20 minutes. But generally speaking, yes. I'm going to start next week. So those of you, I still feel guilty when I skip the ads. Don't feel guilty, Kim. Don't feel guilty. Everybody, Kim was the first Patreon patron for Fiberific, so thank you, Kim. And Andrea was number 2, so thank you, Andrea. I've only ever been late once for a connecting flight running through a Brisbane airport with a belly ache. Not funny. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine it would be. One time I thought I'd missed my flight, and this is a long time ago, so this was well before they could text you any information. Or it was more well before they did text you information. I had a mobile phone, but they didn't text out that sort of stuff. And I was stuck in traffic coming from the city.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of one boarding for first guest travelling on flight VA369 to Townsville. The scheduled 10:40 service. Boarding for this service has commenced through gate 40, section A.
I lost my train of thought. But Addie Day Design says we're in Melbourne Airport once and heard our names announced on the PA, so we ran to our gate like we were the great race, and all they wanted to do was reprint our boarding passes. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, man. No. Oh, that's right. I was telling you that the one time, and I got here and I've gotten to the airport and it was past boarding time. And I'm thinking, that's it, I've missed it because I've walked in the door and there was just people everywhere. I've never seen the airport so busy. But what it was is all the flights had been delayed and my flight still hadn't even arrived yet. So they were like, that's why there were so many people. So yeah. I live in a 3-story walk-up apartment, so I have a new love of backpack. Oh, fair enough. Sally says, my issue was because our flight was delayed leaving Fiji by an hour. Yeah, that's the awkward part. If you've got to transfer flights and one flight is late, that's it, you're done. Everything's done. So, yeah, it's just all done. So if you're wondering what some of the advantages are, see, I'm just going to bang on about Patreon a bit today, guys. I won't do it again, I promise. If you have a look, there's some cool perks. There's the $2 skip your ads, don't be a lunatic, skip your ad. There's the $5 shout me a coffee a month, because we all know that without coffee, nothing would happen, ever, for Fiberific or me. I wouldn't get out of bed. It's that simple. I wake up and my husband's already put a cup of coffee on my bedside table. He knows better. Then there's the $10, and that one will get you a Zoom chat each month, where you guys, we're both on video and we can talk to each other. So that would be cool too. Sally says they made it by the skin of their teeth, but it was in tears by the end. I bet you were, especially if you're already in pain and then you were running. They should have put you in one of those little buggies. Now, Abby's made me promise to try and get some photos while I'm away. I bought some new clothes, so she's all like, make sure you take photos of your outfits and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'll send them to her. I don't know if I'll share them with the rest of you because, you know, weird. But I'll definitely do a room tour of my hotel room once I get in there. Oh, it's $15 for the virtual craft group. Sorry, Kim. Thank you. You're right.
Shigon Boyle. If you're a registry lounge, please make yourself known to lounge reception.
Kim's running through the different levels. So $15 for a virtual craft group, $25 to be a producer. She doesn't want to do that one because she feels like she gets mentioned enough. Oh, shout out to Leanne as she's currently driving but will be listening. Hi Leanne, drive safe, don't smash into anything. I need a fridge magnet, but not the same one that Abby got me. Okay, I'll try and find another one. Bye-bye, Jaja. Have a great day. Moral of the story, don't put ice in your drink that comes out of an esky whilst in Fiji. Oh, no. Yes. No, that's terrible. Vidcon merch. Last year, there was no Vidcon merch. I went looking, and unless I wanted to wait in a really, really long line to buy a poster from DFTBA, which I would have liked some stickers because you guys know how I feel about stickers. But there was only the one merch store, and then a couple, like it was hardly anything, so I'm hoping this year will be better. I wonder if you get swag bags. Nope, no swag bags. Not for, if you're a feature creator, you get all sorts of cool stuff, but not if you're just a, regular Joe. Can't understand what they're saying on the intercom. Sounds like, well, that one they were calling a lady in particular. I'm not a souvenir collector, actually. Abby is. Abby likes to collect snow globes. And it's quite funny because she just wants the snow globe. She doesn't actually care if she goes to get them, which I think is quite amusing. You don't have room for any more stickers on my Surface Pro. Well, I don't know. I'll just have to get a new laptop, won't I? Oh my God, I'm back. I almost burned my dinner. You're a shocker, Steph. Oh, that's so funny. And look, I'm sure I could find some room on the back of my laptop for a couple more stickers. You don't even have a Fiberific sticker on your phone. I know. I'm not as hardcore as you, Kim. I'm sorry. I really should. Hey, I just hadn't thought about it. But also, I don't have like the little cutout on my phone like the Apple phones do to show the logo. So I'd have to, it'd be under my case anyway. So yeah, but I do have a Fiberific pen, however, that doubles as a stylus that works fantastic. Little people, I'll try and keep you out of the shot so I don't get in trouble. Stick it on your pop-up thing. But my pop-up thing's got the galaxy on it. But you're right, I could stick it on my pop-up thing. Sure, for sure. All right, you guys, I'm going to have to end off. It's time for me to go and stand near my plane thing. You guys all have a fantastic day. And if you want, you could totally go and follow me on Patreon. That'd be great. Or if not, just go and join the Fiberific Fun Zone. So you guys have a great day. And I'm sure I'll be jumping off and on Instagram and what haves while I'm away. I'll see those of you tomorrow that are coming along to the meetup. And I'm just going to go and catch my plane now. Bye.